Well, now, life's hard. Your knees hurt, and gas costs too much. And somehow you can throw your back out just reaching for the TV remote. That's where we come in. We're three lifelong friends with little to no qualifications, but just enough sass to answer your life's questions anyway. Will our advice improve your life? Not likely. Will you laugh while avoiding your responsibilities for the next hour? Now we're talking. So grab a drink, hit that J, settle in, and join us for a little qualified nonsense. I'm Matt.
I'm Jake.
And this is Qualified Nonsense.
What that did burrow into my ear, Bussy.
Did it?
It was so fucking loud.
It was really quiet on my end.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Brandon, was it loud for you? I don't know why
No.
we're at. I shouldn't.
Oh. Well, maybe you shouldn't record from your fancy schmancy hotel room, Jacob.
Yeah, that's true. I am traveling.
Where are you at right now?
Or
Thanks for
can
asking, Brandon.
the government tell us?
Reporting in from Boston, Massachusetts. My first time here. Have you guys? Oh fuck yeah! This song gets me going. That's such a good setup. That's excellent. I didn't press that button. Some other night in China did. I'm here in Boston. It's Tall Ship Week, apparently, or the end of Tall Ship Week. So there's a couple of tall ships in the harbor, which is really fun.
I was going to ask, is it literally what it means? It's just tall ships?
Like pirate ship, like ones with like huge masts and like enormous. They look like pirate ships or merchant vessels. They're referred to as tall ships. I don't know what they're actually called. Like I'm sure they have like frigate and like proper
Wasn't
names.
that a big deal during the bicentennial in the 70s? Like they did a big tall ship thing for that.
That sounds about right. There's one. I'm staying on the. I'm staying above Cambridge, and I've got across the river. I look at the Little Italy North End, I think it's called. And I walked all around there last night, and that was a lot of fun. And because it's some sort of like tall ship event, all the ships are lit up. So walking along the harbor has been really fun. It's just like been really pretty. And actually, if you join our Discord, you'd see that I posted a picture or two there. Awfully pretty. But yeah, I'm here for work, and it's my first time. Have you guys ever been?
Negative.
It's great. I highly recommend it. It's warm right now, but even with the heat and the humidity, the fact that there's moving air off the coast is really nice. And I'm finding myself quite enamored with the city. I am a big fan right now.
Are any Scotsmen still there? Like, because that city was just invaded by all of them.
Yeah, not to my knowledge. There are still a lot of signage. There is still a lot of signage about the World Cup, and like in the airport, it's like, "Welcome to Boston. Thank you for joining us for the World Cup 2026." But there's not a lot of action happening. I imagine they're not playing any more games up here.
No.
For the
Nope.
remainder. So, since we're closing it up, but yeah, I mean it's pretty cool. Last night I went to a English pub, in like I don't know where, I don't remember where I'm actually like my hotel is, but I did a lot of walking yesterday and walked through Little Italy and walked across a couple bridges and had a really really nice time and ended at a like a classic sort of New Englandy uh, pub or tavern, and I had haddock fish and chips and clam chowder and a Manhattan, and it hit the
Nice.
spot. It was great.
Well, lucky you, I have root beer and leftovers, so it must be nice.
Root beer and leftovers. Yeah, thanks for leftover. Did you have leftover?
Oh, I'm kidding. I'm just busting your balls.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
So
But the
yeah,
root beer's true.
You are recording on your phone, so
Yeah, my
if
mobile
anybody
device.
complains about the audio quality on Jake's end,
It's Matt's fault.
doing what he can.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
But we'll try to get it cleaned up as best as possible when this comes out. Exciting transition. The format of our show is pretty simple. We grab some questions from Reddit and answer them. Could be advice, silly questions, serious questions. Either way, we're severely underqualified to answer them, and what we say is most likely nonsense. But before we do that, if you'd like to watch us on YouTube, find us on YouTube at youtube.com/@qualifiednonsense. Don't forget to support us on Patreon at patreon.com/qualifiednonsense. And feel free to drop us a line at qualifiednonsense@gmail.com or connect with us on our socials or find us over on our Discord server. If you or someone you know would make a great guest on a future episode of Qualified Nonsense, please let us know. Now let's get to Reddit's most pressing queries. The first one here.
Boo! You suck!
God damn.
The first one here comes to us from the Random Questions subreddit. Username Nordic Nugs. They asked, you were given the opportunity to see any stats about your life. What stats are you looking up? Such as total time sitting on the toilet, total number of chicken nuggets eaten, total steps, etc. So you could see any stat about your life. What would you want to know?
Oh, I've got some like not morbid fascination, but like some sort of like if you find out the answer, you're disappointed. Interest in things like number of like uh back hairs plucked or something like that, or like
How much of
pimples
my
popped.
monetary gain in this world has gone back to tap rooms, like to tap rooms and bars? How much of my life was
I just want to see
literally spent there?
a clean graph of how much I've wasted time.
How many microwave beef logs did I consume in my?
How much E.
Hopefully,
coli did you dodge? Did your body just like take care of?
you know what never gave me parasitic diarrhea? That.
Simply shocking.
How many pubes have I grown in my life? One.
Working on the first one.
Uh, yeah.
I guess like the typical, the ones you hear average, it's like the average human spends X amount of time at red lights or on the toilet and stuff like that. I would be curious for my own life, like how much time did I spend shitting?
Yeah.
Like me,
Well,
I want to know my accomplishments for
Well, is
that. I put in some
actively
work.
shitting? Because actively is probably going to be a lot lower than just sitting on the toilet.
Time on the toilet. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Phones have
it would
done
be
a.
ass planted.
You'll take your phones into the bathroom with you. Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Well,
Got
first
to
of
do
all,
something.
first of all, disgusting, right? I do it too, but like it's filthy. Second of all, like I'm confident that much more of my asshole hangs out of my body than ought to because of how much time I've sat on the toilet.
It's
Oh, is that a hot take?
Sounds
Is
like
that just me?
surgery.
no, that's just that new fad called bowling your perineum or whatever.
I don't know what that is, but I really
Yeah.
like the sound of it.
Well, like how there's what is it, the moon bathing, and then the people that
What?
the people that expose their buttholes to the moon, the hippies, and then they do the sunbathing, and they call it, what do they call it, like sunning your perineum or something like that.
Oh, I thought you were being cagey about pegging, but okay.
No,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I know, but I like, okay, so how much beer have I drank? How many tacos did I consume?
yeah,
How many
I guess like
sneezes? How many times you've
it'd be
come?
interesting to see like financial stuff, like how much money have you spent on this, or
I
a
think
year
all of
or whatever.
all of the financial side stuff would be really alarming, I think.
Between the years of 15 and 17, how many kids could I have potentially had running around this?
Like trillions and trillions.
Yeah.
Um,
You know, there's those sites that you can bet on anything.
The probability like
If
market.
you could pair these two things of like being able to find an actual statistic out of random shit and then betting on it, we should, if there was a magical crystal ball that could give us stats on this stuff, that would be a great venture.
would you want to see stats about your future, like when you'll
Oof.
die, or
No,
uh,
I don't need that shit.
like
I
if your marriage will last, or if
nope.
like
I
stuff like
just
that?
want to nope. I
God
didn't want to.
damn.
No, because I'd always live in fear of because there's no
I'd dwell
like
on
unless
that
it says like
countdown.
it happens on this day and this year, then I'd be like, okay, well at least I know it's coming. But that kind of mentality is just like I don't know, it could be tomorrow. It's like ugh.
Like
Yeah,
if you found out that like you'll be married like 3 times in your life, uh, would you give up on your current marriage?
No. I think that's why I wouldn't
that's
want to know. I wouldn't
horrible.
want to know the future stuff. I read the
All
question.
right,
Or
let's
I
get it going.
I heard the question to be like you're at the end of your life and like what do you want to know about? I wouldn't want to know future stuff.
No, I wouldn't want to know future stuff because you'd also do the thing of like, if it was anything negative, you would try to change it, and it would somehow like still thwart you. Like this is a classic like short film trope.
I think it could be very depressing. Like if it was like, how much fast food have you eaten over the course of your life?
Yeah.
Like, be like, man, I could probably be pretty skinny right now if made a couple.
Or yeah, like how much Coke have you drank and that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Um.
I think it would
The
be interesting, like with that capability, you could get really, really finite with what you're targeting, and that would be really interesting. Like, sure, you could do fast food and it would be alarming, but you could even be like McDonald's cheeseburgers or like orders of French fries or something, something like more minute, and that would probably just also be really alarming, but too much more um
or even like how much
like a
soda
higher
you've
extent.
consumed in your
Oh
life.
yeah. Well, there's a certain point, like
Like ranch.
that's actually a good point because if you were to itemize like let's say French fries, like individual French fries, there would be it's probably enough to not mean anything. Like how numbers get to be so large that you're just sort of like okay. Because I think about that with money, some money, and then also like anytime there's like astrological comparisons and like anytime you're using like the power of something to count, like it becomes so astronomically big that you're like that doesn't actually mean anything to me as being like like an actual thing, like 40,000 french fries. Like I don't like what does that even like what does that even mean? And 40,000 is not even that big of a number when you look at numbers. So anyway, I guess that was tangential, but I guess you could get so minute that it stops having meaning.
How many poppy seeds did I
Right.
once, it's
Right.
like,
Yeah.
oh God, I ate one every day for
A
every morning
trillion.
for
It's like,
breakfast for 20 years.
okay.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see like how much weight, like total weight, you've both gained and lost over the course of your life.
Oh yeah. Have you guys watched the World Cup at all? Have you kept up with
No.
the That's okay. I found it interesting. So there's a couple of, I should find out the name of the podcast, but there's a couple of physicists that have a podcast that like go into sort of physics nerdum, but they also are really big soccer fans, and they've been talking a lot about the statistics around how they're measuring different qualities of either players or teams um or like gameplay. And they've been showing each game, they've been showing this thing called match momentum, which takes values of each individual pass and turns it into um like a value that's respective to how quickly they'll make a goal or how quickly they could make a goal. And so it's this weird graph. It's like a graph that shows like both teams and their momentum throughout the match. And Brandon, to your question about weight, like it would be interesting to see like weight gained on sort of the upper half and then the weight lost on the lower half, and just see how dramatic those bell curves are.
Yeah.
Especially with like dates. Oh, come on.
It would be interesting to be able to like chart like your physical activity over the course of your life and see like compare yourself 20 years ago,
Like
your physical
activity.
activity
Like,
versus
oh, up here. It's like,
yeah.
oh, I'm in a recession there.
It would be especially interesting to see that with respect to when things like Instagram and TikTok were sort of released publicly. Like, I wonder if you could draw parallels or draw uh what is it called? Like
Would also be kind of interesting to see like chart
congruences.
that with like your children's births, and like I'm sure like when your kids are born you probably aren't as physically active, but then maybe as they get older and they are running around and doing sports and things, like maybe your physical activity does go up. Like that'd be kind of interesting
Yeah.
to chart. I don't know.
What are some of the answers?
Yeah, the top one here, this person says total time slept. um I don't know. That one isn't really as interesting to me. It would
Well, they
be,
have those statistics, right? Like on
yeah,
average.
yeah. Like I have a Fitbit and it tracks how much I sleep. But um, this person this person says how my kids truly view me as a person and a parent. If I've been encouraging and supportive enough, seen as a role model, concerned when I'm gone through a hard time, going when I'm going through a hard time, or relief and gratitude when I come out the other side of it. Number of times I made a significant or memorable positive change in someone else's day, be it a friend or a total stranger waiting at the bus stop, for example. Number of times someone had a crush on me that I was oblivious to, even more often
Oh,
if
that
I
would be
could
interesting.
see who. Number of times people said complimentary things about me when I'm not around. Um,
That
God
reminds me
damn,
of
lady, we get it.
so they're
Here's, it's
yeah, they're
called
really concerned
better.
about what others think of them.
I
This
find that I'm
episode
concerned with
brought to
how
you by Better Care for You. Use
yeah.
our promo code for some therapy for 10% off.
I wonder if like after every interaction they're like, "How would you rate your experience? Please take
I
time
don't
to
know.
say."
How would you? Was it okay?
That does remind me of that question a couple weeks ago of finding out how many times someone jerked off to you. That would be that would be alarming. No, but I end up finding that I'm subject to being concerned with how people view me. I mean, like I also work in customer service, so like it's at least partially ingrained in my like 9 to 5. But I don't know. Even though in certain respects I give fewer fucks about people and what they think, I still find myself concerned about like absolute strangers if they're like, man, fuck that guy. If I don't fully understand the situation, I think about it a lot, which I wish
Oh,
I didn't.
complete side note. I did try last week um, the saying hi to a stranger and asking how they are
Yeah.
and stopping. like
Yeah.
saying that and stopping,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the person didn't stop. They just kept walking. I was like,
I'm glad you tried that.
I might keep trying it.
I should try it here because I've got
You got a lot of
zero.
walks.
Yeah, well, I've got a lot of walks, and also like I'm never going to interact with any of these people again properly. Do we know anybody in Boston from school or anything? It doesn't matter.
I don't know. Maybe.
Carry on.
Going back to like knowing if somebody had a crush on you, have you guys seen that meme where it's like somebody posted on Twitter or whatever? It was like, it says, "Men, serious question. How do you know when a woman is actually flirting with you?" And somebody responded saying, "It comes to you in a flash of realization 7 years later."
Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, oh.
I bet you she was flirting with me.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, pretty good.
All these years.
Yeah.
Well, should we take a break and get to the next question?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the other answers are kind of similar to what we've already said. But yeah.
I think for me it would be mostly be things that I've consumed, and I could go on and on about that. Like, how many ants did I eat?
Total weed smoked. How many hours I've spent gaming. Yeah. How many
The
hours
problem.
Oh,
Well, I was just going to say the problem with all of these statistics is that mostly it would be depressing. Like for me, I feel like it would be like, oh Jesus,
How much water did I drink?
yeah, not enough.
That's why you're here.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
All right. Let's take a quick little break and we'll be right back. And welcome back. The next question comes to us from the Am I the Asshole Here
Oh, nice.
Subreddit. Username Rixus1248. So their headline is am I the asshole here for getting upset that my dad's congratulations message was AI? I, 31 male, have been in a relationship with my girlfriend, 31 female, for over 2 years now. We've finally reached a point in our relationship where we're both finally ready to move in together and start finding a home to live in after about blah, 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 blah. Basically, they found a place to move in together that's like in their hometown and whatever. Backstory about my dad: he's not exactly the most committed person you'll meet, only having temporary interests. He'll believe in one thing, then immediately be opposed to it the next day. He would also be non-committed to expensive purchases like motorbikes, which he would sell the next week, or buying a canal boat so he could rent it out for the money on the side, which he would then sell the next month. Whether it was ideals, purchases, or even his marriage with my mom, I'm guessing this person's in the UK, he would only be temporarily interested. His most recent interest is AI, particularly ChatGPT. Almost every time we strike up a conversation or I ask him a question, he'll just bring up ChatGPT about how it's the best thing ever invented. Whether or not you have opinions of AI is not the point I'm trying to make here. When I told him the news today about how I finally gotten a home and will be moving in with my partner, he responded back a few hours later saying things like, quote, "This is a new chapter of your life," and wishing you both wishing you both every happiness. This is not how he normally types. After a few AI detection scans, they all come up as most likely AI generated. This really upset me because he couldn't even give a genuine congratulations without making it feel artificial and fabricated. I asked him if he seriously used AI to conjure up a congratulations message, to which he said yes, and that it wasn't a big deal. That's what ChatGPT said was how he really felt. I just started to not reply to him for the day, but he keeps saying how it's not a big deal and he means what he said, except he didn't say anything. He told something else to do it for him. I don't know if I'm the asshole for not just taking the congratulatory message and not accepting that, even though his message was fabricated. The meaning was genuine. But I gotta know, am I the asshole here?
Well, that's an episode, folks.
I
I'm gonna say.
think that
Go ahead.
to me, well, I don't know, Brandon. What do you think? You end up asking a lot of the I mean, you read all the questions, and then we end up answering a lot, and now
Yeah.
Matt's just totally disconnected. So, what's your initial take on it?
Um,
Oh,
Personally, I think maybe he is making a big deal out of it. That maybe the dad's intentions were genuine. I
Yeah,
mean, yeah, it's like I think relying on ChatGPT to do, especially we lost Matt.
he was a good guy.
Uh,
We will miss
Maybe he
him
got mad
for always.
about
Yeah,
no,
this is actually one of his kids that put in the put in the message.
no, I mean I do think that like using chat GPT or AI to do like very simple things like that don't really require a lot of brain power
Yeah,
is really corny. And,
it is
uh
corny. It is wasteful. It's obtuse, certainly.
yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like people nowadays are relying on it too much to think for them rather than like even think creatively for 2 seconds. They're like, oh, let me ask ChatGPT. Or
right.
um if they want to learn something, like I mean I have heard people say like, I'm gonna ask ChatGPT about that later. It's like, why don't you just like read the Wikipedia article that it's skimming or what? I don't
Yeah.
know. But
Yeah. So what about I've found that because Gemini is built into Google, it's got like a AI overview. I'm finding more and more that I am relying on the first bit of text that I see, and I'm trying to be diligent about avoiding it, or at least looking at the source material and not just taking it as the result. And this is a little bit
mhm.
of a offshoot from the question itself, but do you think that well, I guess my question, have you been like when you do Google searches and there's a AI overview, how good are you at bypassing that?
It depends on what I want to know. Like if it's something like I'm just looking up to see if a business is open and I say like Costco hours or whatever, and that's the first thing that pops up, I'll
Sure.
be like, okay, that's fine. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
like, well, let me verify, and
Yeah. Give me a phone number to call. Yeah.
but I do think, I mean, if it's something more in depth or I want to learn more rather than just a couple sentences, yeah, I'll um, go down, or even like you can see their sources and maybe click on that.
Sure.
Um, but I do think Google has gotten so shitty even before they integrated Gemini into it
Hmm.
that just finding, basic information was getting harder and harder. And they would kind of bury things behind a bunch of ads, which they still do. And you have to scroll, a mile down the page to actually get to something of substance.
Non-sponsored. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
This is my signal to the video to cut out. Let's get Matt caught up. Matt, I realized you were spinning for a while. What did you hear the rest of the question?
yeah, that she was still concerned about her dad's response and how he felt it was not a big deal.
Yeah. And then the thing that we just talked about was a slight offshoot, which is like using Brandon's point was to use Chat GPT or whatever, an AI assistant to do simple um uh like replace it to do like uh dumb things that you can either look up the Wikipedia article or um, replacing just sort of like creative cognitive exercises or whatever. Um, but then we talked about the first hit of Google searches being like the AI overview. Anyway,
Yeah.
now you're caught up. Um, yeah, it, I find that like if I'm looking up like factual information, which I know even that is probably problematic, but factual information about in my work I do IT, and a lot of it is like identifying particular buried files or folders that need to be purged or renamed or something like that to fix a specific issue. I more often find that I'm trying the AI overview stuff before I properly validate it, which is a little bit of a problem. And so I've been trying more recently to sort of circumvent the AI overview, but I think it's easily becoming the thing that people just read off as fact, and I think that's a problem.
Well, they
But back
have
to the question.
made it
Oh,
easier to aggregate information. Um, like if you like rather than scouring Yelp or uh, 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 Google reviews or whatever. Like if you wanted to find like, hey, where can I get, like I'll use this as an example. I was looking for soft serve margaritas where they have them, and so I just Googled like soft serve margaritas Oregon, and it did say this place lists having it, this place, and um, it's a lot easier than
yeah,
doing that work myself.
It is nice too because like the if you typed in soft serve margarita in Google, it's mostly going to be like, hey, this place has a margarita, and it'll like cross out. So you still have to make sure that it didn't
oh, sure.
include
I
the
see.
entire
Yeah.
search phrase. So if you use like ChatGPT does that scraping for you
Yeah.
of like, oh, this place actually has it on their menu, rather than like, yeah, this is a Mexican place. They probably have margarita.
Yeah.
Or yeah, sometimes it will like give you faulty stuff like, "Oh yeah, this place has margaritas," and it's like, "No, that's not what I wanted." And but
I have a perfect example of it being used for bad. So the industry I work in, we have merchants that we help with their credit card processing, and they're taking statements from their previous provider or us or anywhere else, and they're running it through ChatGPT and saying, identify, how much I'm paying, and their prompts are not accurate enough to show the like full universal scope of everything. So
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, you're charging me, blah blah blah." And it's like, no, you ran it through a system and you didn't ask it the right questions because it's not programmed to calculate this correctly.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not. If you don't ask it the very specific right questions, you can get
I do
some
wonder
bad
how many
information.
like accounting errors or like SEC violations or things like that we'll see in the future because people are relying on
That's a
chatbots to like do their books for them or whatever.
Yeah,
And,
well, luckily
10 years
the people
later.
who are the bots that are checking for fraud errors are also making the same mistake if they're using the same system, in which case
yeah.
everything's gravy. So that's like generally about AI, which we've gone down the path before a couple of times. But back to the specific question at hand is, is this, am I the asshole because a congratulations didn't come from off the dome and instead from ChatGPT? And I think I agree with Brandon in that it does seem a little bit like it's lazy, or like not even lazy, it's sort of like obtuse. I think I used that before. Like it's sort of like not reading the room, and it actually more makes me think of like
Like you couldn't have
someone
thought of
who
wishing you both every happiness. yourself.
Honestly, it makes me think of like neurodivergence. Like, I wonder if there's just
Mhm.
like an emotional disconnect between these two people, that the child obviously wishes there was a different relationship, and it makes it sound like even perhaps the father is on the spectrum in some
It does
capacity,
make me
where they
wonder, yeah,
like,
if there's like ADHD or something like
yeah,
that,
yeah,
that
there's something
based on the like
occurring.
buying motorcycles and boats and then selling them, you
Which is
know.
also can also be linked to depression, like manic, sort of depressive, like spending sprees and stuff like that. um but it does make me, it like sort of shoots up the different flags of being like, I think there's something more happening here. And certainly with the relationship, like I wonder if it's just like the straw that broke the camel's back sort of situation, in that they're like finally fed up with it, so that really hurt them. But like ultimately, it sounds like there's a relationship problem, and perhaps a neurodivergence problem. Not problem, but neurodivergence, like unobservance, or you know obtuseness or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it could
I'm
be
gonna
that
s-
the oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna say maybe a little bit of an asshole, and that's because it's clear, like we were just discussing. Your dad is he's it sounds a little bit like a squirrel or dog when he sees a shiny object. And that's fine.
Hmm.
I can identify with that. I pick up a lot of hobbies, and I don't necessarily see them out to becoming the master of that. But I'm not taking
Except for
the
your
like.
pottery, because if you join our Discord, you can see some of the pottery that. Oh wait, did you put that in art? You
Mm-hmm.
should have put it. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you can look at some of the brilliant sculpturing that, not sculpturing, the turning, the throwing.
throwing. Yeah,
Matt's out here throwing ass, so
more ways than one, baby. Um, so with the ChatGPT aspect of getting a congratulations, I know your dad is a bit uh, distractible with his hobbies, but I'm going to say he gets excited about them and very passionate, and he tries to maximize his use out of it. And I can totally appreciate that before it's like maybe gone or whatever the reason is. But I would say don't necessarily discredit it. I think there's people like me who are not good at writing, and I do use it from time to time to help. Actually, because I told myself when it first came out and I started using it, I'm only going to use this for grammatical corrections. And it started giving some pointers, and I fed into the robots, and they have written some funny things for me. And I think that's okay, because it's like I don't know how to do it up here. I know what I want it to say, but I can't do it. And it sounds like your dad might struggle with that too.
Yeah, this does sort of feel like a straw that broke the camel's back kind of thing. Like maybe there had been a lot of resentments towards this guy's father that he had been feeling, and then this was just kind of an excuse
the
to
culmination. Yeah. Hmm.
um
Yeah, so stop being
but
petty.
because I mean, like, if your parent sends you
Oh,
a,
wow.
like a congratulations thing or whatever, happy birthday, like a picture, and it's like, oh, this is AI slop, but you're not gonna like be like, you stupid bitch, what are you, like it's
You dirty
it's like, oh,
bitch!
that was a like that was a nice gesture and a nice thought, and I appreciate,
Mom, Dad, fuck you. Don't ever say that shitty AI slop again.
Well, okay, so then what if what was a former tradition of like I don't know how to give gifts. Here's $20. Like it would that be a big deal if he's like I don't know how to say congratulations, but here's $20 for a housewarming
My
gift or
guess
whatever.
is that that was the start of this post, way back in the youth of this person, of this blooming 31-year-old. I don't know. It does feel a little bit soft to me. Like, chill
Nice.
out.
Let's go.
but but also but moreover, it's, or more than more, it more sounds like someone who is deeply dissatisfied with the personal emotional relationship that they have with their father that they're just not, they're just not satisfied with, which is too bad. And I'm sure that does hurt. No,
You
man, no.
know?
Yeah. Anyway,
Boo frickety who. Get over
yeah. Emotional intelligence. Fuck your emotional intelligence.
I mean, at the same time, though, like, if he went to the store and bought a greeting card and gave it to them, like, the card is basically expressing his feelings for him. So how is that?
Mom, Dad,
Yeah.
fuck you for the thank you card, or fuck you for the get well card.
Yeah, getting a card is seen as a nice gesture, or giving a card is seen as a nice gesture. So,
But it's the
Well,
same
maybe.
thing as a 60-year-old. It's a 60-year-old woman who is ChatGPT who's like, it's a cute idea. And then somebody else buys it on the shelf and they're like, yeah, I'm going to take that one. I'm taking it.
So that's interesting though. I think a physical card. We all know what it means to go and get a card. When you go, oh God, I need to get a card, or oh shit, I need to get a card. That's how it usually happens for me. But then you make the effort. You like set time out of your day to go to Target or wherever, CVS, and get a card, and then take it home and say you're great, and then love kisses XOXO. And that,
Would have rather
my
thrown
point being, like,
$7 in the trash on your behalf because that's where all that shit goes anyway.
well, but it's the effort,
I hate
right?
cards.
And the exact opposite of the effort is like firing up your computer that you're probably already on, or your phone, and be like, "Hey, ChatGPT, say
how do
I
I say
love you to my-"
congratulations? I hope you have a happy life together. Oh, just like that? Okay. Thanks.
Make it sound really nice because this might be the last time we talk.
Yeah.
Make it memorable.
I've got a lot riding on this. Yeah.
I want to know if she got an apology. Did she get?
Apology and ChatGPT.
Can you? All right, now write an apology for this prompt, but make it sound really, really sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think it sounds like, yeah, maybe your dad wasn't the best.
Warmest creature on the planet.
Yeah, but
Damn, it started out as like a looking for validation. We're like, yeah, your dad fucking sucks. It's like,
well, I'm reading through the comments, and a lot of people are siding with the poster, and I don't know.
I don't necessarily, I don't fully side with her or them.
And
Yeah,
I
it's not
wonder
Tony
how much
who wrote it.
I wonder how much of the fueling of the being on their side has to do with the OP side, have to do with it being ChatGPT. Like, let's say it was a bulk like floral card. Like, you can buy like blank
Mhm.
cards that are like 50. Would it be the same negative response if it was that? And like have a good life.
Yeah, they did mention. They said in this, they said whether or not you have opinions of AI is not the point I'm trying to make here. But then it kind of seems like he is. So
Yes, but I wonder if the commenters are
yeah.
fueled by the AI portion of it, whether or not it's
It's
requested
like when
to
your
be
girl says
ignored.
she's not mad at you, but she really is.
Yo, stop.
It's like, I'm not
When
mad.
your girl,
No, I'm not mad at you.
girl.
Like the top answer here. The top answer here is not the asshole. Honestly, man, I just don't go out of your way to get validation from someone who can't even validate themselves. Don't ignore the dude, but maybe stop reaching out to him, which I think
Damn.
seems kind of harsh.
That's
This
cold as
person,
ice.
yeah, this person sounds like they're not good at like connecting to people. And like, think about, I don't know, and like maybe they don't give a shit, but like thinking about not being able to relate to, like, we were talking about statistics earlier. And that one person being like, "Oh, I want to know how often I validate my children," and stuff like, I don't want to know that shit. I've got enough concerns about not giving them enough attention. But like, n- knowingly engaging with your kid and thinking that it's insufficient or not emotionally connected, like that's devastating. And so to then be like, man, fuck that guy. I don't know. I feel like there's like a barrier that's there, whether it be like, you know, like on the spectrum or something, but like to just write off the person is a bit much.
Also, people with those opinions, this is one beef I have with Reddit and keyboard warriors in general. It's like
Yeah.
people that have those strong opinions is like, oh yeah, you go girl, like your dad's a piece of shit. He probably touched you, and he was like they say the most outlandish shit, and it's like, all right, say like let's go in person, and then you say that opinion to my face. It's like I hate
Yeah.
the fact that like, yeah, yeah, let's try to manipulate these relationships over your dad is a jerk. Send.
Probably
You
fuck
know?
Epstein. Like, yeah.
Those like
Eddie likes
just
guns. Uh, yeah. Um. Yeah, I'm reading
people
through.
say like, ooh, that's Gresham behavior. Just whatever.
Yeah, a lot of people are like backing the person up, saying that it's like extremely disrespectful and all that. Like, I don't know. I don't. I guess I don't see it that way, but
Did he like burn a flag or something? Jesus.
I mean,
It's not
obviously,
extremely disrespectful.
like obviously, you know, people are entitled to their own feelings, and like you can't, people are allowed to feel how they want to feel. You can't, force them to feel differently. But if you're also asking random strangers for advice, then
Yeah, Reddit's weird like that too
you
with
should.
super personal stuff. It's like, hey, absolute strangers, tell me your thoughts on this really, really super duper personal thing.
I mean, if all else fails, like what would he rather get? Like GPT. What does it say? I'm trying to find the quote. This is a new chapter of your life, and wishing you both every happiness, or just the typical 65-year-old dad thumbs up emoji.
I know, yeah.
I will
I
say, like,
also
if I get anything from my dad or mom that's like Grand Rising, I'll know exactly that it came from, like, not their mouths. But at the same time, it's one of those endearing things. I don't know, like I appreciate my dad's texts because you can tell that he speaks them likely while he's in a really loud environment, and you have to kind of piece them together.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
My
those I
mother-in-law.
also find endearing. I was like, oh, I think I mostly got this one. I do like that. But if he started using ChatGPT for serious stuff, of saying like, hey, um, I really love my son and I want to tell him something nice. I would also welcome that because it's kind of like going into the store like, hey, I'm going on a date and I need to get something nice. Well, you just took somebody's advice as to what perfume to wear or what flowers to get. So I don't
Yeah.
know.
The voice to text thing reminds me of my mother-in-law just got a text from her friend that it said something like I'm gonna kill you, you piece of shit, and like all this big stuff, and my mother-in-law
Hopefully
started
that was like in a
laughing.
family group thread.
Well, apparently, like she hit the voice to text thing while she was watching TV, and it
That's awesome. I my
yeah.
my mother-in-law texts with her Apple Watch, and it always comes through like absolute garbage. And we're like, oh, Mima's on her watch again. Like, who knows what the fuck she's trying to say? It's so funny.
I have had that happen before. Like if you don't proofread them,
Oh yeah.
I'll be listening to a song and it's like, hey guys, do you want to meet up for back that ass up? It's like, oh, gotta get rid of that part.
Yes, I do.
Just a thumbs up.
All right. Well, good luck with your father and your mom.
Emotional damage.
That's so loud.
Anyway,
Anyway,
it's not too loud for me, but okay. I'll
I
stop.
didn't even hear it. What was it?
Emotional damage.
Oh.
anyway,
Uh,
so the wrap up, the sum up of that is grow up, buck up, don't be a baby, talk to your talk like adults.
Time to grab your boots by your straps.
I had a good thought. Reddit really missed on this one. All of the responses should have been ChatGPT responses with like those like long hyphens and stuff.
Like
It
check
should have
mark
been like,
emojis and
yeah,
like
yeah.
stars.
yeah, exactly.
I do wonder
That-
what would happen if you put this question into ChatGPT, how it would respond. Let's see.
Yeah. Now we're getting the good stuff. It's that 50-minute mark. Once you get past that 50-minute, you get that real good shit.
Get that
Probably
good.
isn't great content, but I'm just curious. I gotta sign in. What the hell?
Stupid ChatGPT.
Trying to mine my data.
That's why I prefer Claude. Anthropic is really my go-to.
Okay, so here's how ChatGPT responds. Based on what you've written, I lean towards NTA, and then in parentheses, not the asshole. Though I also don't think your dad necessarily intended to hurt you. The important part is that he used AI. It's what AI represented to you in that moment. From your backstory, this wasn't an isolated incident. You describe a father who, and then in bullet points, struggles with commitment.
Hilarious.
Is currently deep into ChatGPT.
Wait, you should sign into Reddit and respond.
And just post it on behalf of Qualified Nonsense. Everybody, go.
That's so good.
We'll get them real good.
How old is this chat? Oh my god, that's so good.
Can you ask ChatGPT to change the bullet points to like star emojis or something?
Then it ends with, and on a happier note, congratulations on getting the flat. After months of searching, that's a huge milestone, and I hope you and your girlfriend have a fantastic start to this next chapter together.
Oh, boom! No show. That is a savage response. That really ought to.
Yeah, you should paste it.
Yeah, that's good.
He should put that in there.
I mean, it did write a lot, but yeah. Anyway,
I mean, the question was a lot too.
yeah. This was a
So
long one.
you want to waste our time, we'll waste yours.
To be fair, we're definitely wasting our own time and the poor
Bitch,
patrons
bitch.
that. Well, boys. Jesus, we gotta get him away from that keyboard.
That one wasn't me.
That wasn't. Oh, Jesus. Two chuckleheads.
All right.
Yeah, thanks, Dad.
And thank you all for listening, and thank you to our loyal patrons for supporting the show. If you haven't already, head over to Patreon at patreon.com/qualified nonsense to show your support and catch some exclusive content, including our show Qualified Nonsense After Dark, which we probably should record one of these days. Watch us over on YouTube at youtube.com/@qualified nonsense. Also, feel free to send any questions or comments to qualifiednonsense@gmail.com or hit us up on our socials or on Discord found in the episode description. After you've done all that, please also rate, review, share, like, and subscribe on your podcast app of choice. We'll see you back here next week for another brand new episode of Qualified Nonsense.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Goodbye.